Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into The Deck, an open-source, cross-platform card game engine built with Flutter. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely. The concept itself is brilliant. A digital card game solution for those frustrating game nights where nobody has the right deck. I'm curious about the technical aspects. How does the table device functionality work?
Yeah, that's a clever design choice. Essentially, one device acts as the central game board, displaying all the cards in real time. Other players connect to that device, allowing for a shared, physical-like experience. It leverages the power of Flutter to create a consistent experience across Android and iOS.
So it's not just about having digital cards, it's about recreating the shared physical aspect of playing card games. That's a really interesting design decision. What about the architecture? The GitHub repo shows a lot of different components, the deck client, the deck server, etc.
Right. It's a client-server architecture. The deck server manages the game logic and state, while the deck client handles the user interface and interaction on each player's device. The modular design, with components like the paradeck_common, suggests a well-thought-out approach to maintainability and scalability. It's impressive.
I see. And it uses Dart and Flutter, which is a smart choice for cross-platform development. But what about game selection? Does it support multiple card games out of the box? Or is it more of a framework for developers to build upon?
That's a great question. The README mentions it's an aggregator, so it's designed to support multiple games. It's not just one game, it's a platform for many. The documentation seems to be under development, but the project structure suggests extensibility. Developers can easily add new games by creating new modules.
That makes sense. So it's a platform, not just a single game. The contribution guidelines are also pretty clear. They even specify a commit message naming convention. That's a nice touch for maintainability.
Exactly. It's a well-structured project, clearly designed for collaboration. The use of FVM for Flutter SDK management also shows attention to detail. They've really thought this through.
One thing I noticed, the README mentions offline multiplayer. How does that work? Is it peer-to-peer, or does it still rely on a server for some aspects even offline?
That's a good point. The README doesn't explicitly detail the offline multiplayer implementation. It could be a combination of peer-to-peer communication for direct interaction between devices and local storage for game state persistence. More information would be helpful there.
Definitely. But overall, it seems like a very promising project. The use of Flutter, the modular design, and the focus on a shared, physical-like experience are all strong points. I'm excited to see how it evolves.
Me too. It's a great example of how technology can enhance social interactions and bring people together, even through a digital medium. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into The Deck. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.